Hello and welcome to my channel, Gabbyology. My name is Gabby. If you are new to my channel, please subscribe. And if you are old, welcome back. So this was a requested video from Nick Terrence, and I'm going to be discussing some of the challenges that minorities face as students in college. And by no means is this limited. And just so you know, if you do face any challenges that I didn't personally speak about, please feel free to drop it down below in my comments, maybe have a discussion about it. I think it's good for us to establish these open and free spaces where we can talk about these issues that are real and that are prevalent and that do affect how we perform in college and beyond. So yeah, these are my personal opinions of some of the challenges that minorities may face. So if you disagree, you disagree. But yeah, we're going to get into the video, and yeah, I'm just probably going to talk about like 5 or 6 challenges that minorities may face. So let's get started. Okay, so number 1, you may feel that you do not belong. And I'm going to say right now that you do belong. You got into college for a reason, and that's why you're there. However, we often feel that everyone around us is just smarter than us, and they catch onto material so fast, or they study different from us, or it's just everything just makes you feel like you just don't belong there. And because you didn't grow up the same way as them, you already assume that you're at a disadvantage, which we are. However, that's not an excuse for us to feel like that. We should never feel that we do not belong there, because we do belong there because we were chosen. And that's what you really have to remember. You have to remember that something about you is unique, something about you is special, and something about you really made the admissions committee want to accept you. So you have to kind of remember that when things get really challenging. And honestly, it's easier said than done, because when you're in the moment, it's just so hard to think that, this is the right thing for me to do, and, not to drop out or not to think about other crazy thoughts. It's hard. It's really hard. And along the sense of you feeling like you don't belong there, you often compare yourself to others, and you shouldn't. You really shouldn't. It's just so easy to compare yourself, because then you can make up excuses for yourself. Then you can say, okay, this is why I'm struggling, or okay, I'm not going to do this because I didn't grow up like this person. I'm not going to succumb to that. And that's basically my main, I think, challenge that minorities face as college students. Another challenge that minorities face in medicine are microaggressions. So people feel that because they're uneducated on a topic or a subject, or because they don't know, they can say little things that are actually very discriminatory in nature, like, so where are you really from? What do you mean where I'm really from? I just told you. Or why are you so loud? What do you mean why am I so loud? Why are you not loud? And the list goes on. And if you guys experience any microaggressions, I'd love to hear them. Drop it in the comments below. Again, another challenge that minorities may face as students in college is a lack of familial support. Sometimes, especially as a first-generation college student, your parents don't really understand what you're going through at all. They don't understand how hard it is. They don't understand it's not like their home country. They don't understand that it's a whole new system in education here in America. So 1, they either take things as like, oh, it's so easy, you should be able to pass. 2, they compare you to other students, like, why can't you just be like John, Jane, Mary, whoever? And 3, even if you do tell them you do well, it's never good enough. So it's always a challenge of trying to be the best version for yourself, and also trying to be the best version for your parents. And that's really hard for some students. And I've also endured that. But, some people have tougher skin than others. And that's also another challenge we face. We always have to be tougher or have a thicker skin just to deal with some of the things that we deal with. And that in itself is really not fair. But it's really the reality of some of the challenges that minorities do face in college. Another challenge that minority students face in college is lack of money. Financial support is just, I think that's number 1 at this point, because you need to work literally maybe 1, 2, 3 jobs just to support basic needs like food, water, clothes on your back, things that is guaranteed and granted to some other students. And then again, there goes the comparison, which we shouldn't do, but it's just so easy to do, because then you question yourself and your own belonging, like, why is this happening to me? And it's like, it's just not fair. So that is definitely another challenge minority students face. And I think how to deal with that challenge is just realize that whatever you put in now, the work is gonna really repay you later in the future. You just have to really understand that, yeah, we're struggling now because honestly, it's been in our system for us to struggle like this, but it's gonna pay off. Like, you'll reap the benefits that you sow. Another challenge that minority students face, which goes along with microaggressions, are stereotypes. When you are in an uncomfortable situation, they're expecting you to respond in a way that's unruly or deemed inappropriate according to society. I've even experienced that where they're actually surprised and shocked that I'm able to stick up for myself because, you know, I'm the smart girl, or I shouldn't behave in this way because I'm going into medicine. And yes, you do have a certain approach. However, you still have your background with you. And sometimes things can really tick you off to the point where it's like you remember who you are first before the positions you carry or the titles you carry. And that's all in itself a learning process and how to deal with that, because we've been oppressed for so long. So it's just like it's literally innate and in our nature to want to defend ourselves, to want to stick up for ourselves. And sometimes that can be seen as unruly or inappropriate. The struggle, yo. Like the sense of not belonging, I feel like is top. And it's like, we shouldn't feel like that. We belong and we're here for a reason, and we diversify classrooms. We do. We just do. Oh, a note on diversifying. Minority students tend to be the only person of color in their class. And that's just sad. It's disheartening. It discourages you. It's like you look around and nobody looks like you, or very few people look like you. And honestly, it makes you feel like, okay, yeah, I'm unique, or yeah, I'm special for being here, but I had no support. And support is so key for us to get through things, because we don't really have that. We don't have that. We can't just go back home and complain about school and grades. Like, our parents don't understand, literally. So you need people around you, like your friends and people who are close in age to you, to really connect with you and give you advice that can help you. Yeah, all in all, I feel like minority students face a lot of struggles, and I only touched briefly on some of them because I got to get back to studying. But honestly, if you guys want like a part to this video, let me know. But I feel like I've touched on some of the broader struggles that minority students face in college, and I think that applies to medicine, any graduate school, anything. So, thank you guys for watching this video. I hope it was somehow useful to one person, just to prepare yourselves for the reality of our situation as minorities, as people of color. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any more comments, please, again, I'd love to hear them. Drop it in the comments box below. And yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. Again, my name is Gabby, and please subscribe if you have to my channel. Bye, guys.